Hello and welcome friends. My name is Mithlesh Kumar Jha. I teach political science in the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, IIT Guwahati. This semester the course I am going to offer is Introduction to Political Theory. This is an elective course which is open for UG and PG students of Humanities and Social Sciences, science students as well as the engineering students. And there is no prerequisite for this course. This course, political theory, is an attempt to introduce the students to some of the key concepts and ideas that shapes the political discourse in any country or in any societies. And here it is necessary to understand that these concepts or ideas are essentially contested concepts. So, for example, concepts like democracy or liberty or equality or justice do not have one common universal definition or understanding. So, these concepts are essentially contested concepts, and yet these concepts are inevitable to understand the politics or democracy in any societies or any countries. So, for example, in India in contemporary times, if we try to make sense of freedom of speech or expression, or what is free speech or what is hate speech, what is equality, how far preferential treatment or what we call reservation is justified in the name of equality or empowering the historically disadvantaged groups in the country, or what is justice, how procedural justice is different from substantive justice, or similarly with the concepts of democracy. So, in this course I hope that we will engage with some of these concepts and ideas, and through them we will try to understand the politics or democracy in any societies. We will be able to develop our own opinion and judgments about some of the political developments, and not simply rely on the comments or analysis by others. So, these concepts is helpful to understand some of the political developments or discourse in any given society. Now, what is the task of political theory and why we should study them? So, for a very long time there is this understanding that political theory is about normative concepts, that is to say that it deals with the questions which is very abstract, in a sense very different from the actual reality, and the question it deals with is like what should be or what ought to be, rather than what is the real, what is the actual. Now, in political science, as many of you would be aware, that it talks about pragmatic things, it talks about the real politics, real political processes, and it is understood that political theory in its abstraction or with excessive focus on normative concerns do not really talk about the actual real politics. But contrary to that, as we proceed in this course, we will realize that how political theory is not just deals with the normative questions, but also engage with the real actual politics in any given society, and also help in shaping the direction of politics in any given society. So, in that sense, this course will be very helpful to make sense of the broader political developments or discourses in any given society. The concepts that we are going to deal with in this course is like liberty, and we will deal with many conceptions of liberty, negative, positive, or the Republican conception, what is free speech, what is hate speech, or we also try to understand freedom as an autonomy, or what Gandhi calls freedom as Swaraj. Similarly, with the concepts like equality, will engage with the ideas like equality and egalitarianism, equality of opportunity or preferential treatment, or what is luck egalitarianism and its critiques. We will also discuss the concept of rights, and we will engage with various conception of rights, how moral rights are different from legal rights, or what are the difference between political, social, cultural, human rights and duties. Similarly, we will discuss the concept of justice, which is essentially a distributive concept, but we will also engage with the procedural and substantive conception of justice, or justice as fairness and capability approach, and also libertarian, communitarian and the feminist conception of justice. Similarly, we will discuss the concept of power, and we will engage with the questions of authority, legitimacy and hegemony and so on. The next concept is state and sovereignty, where we will again deal with different conception of a state, how modern state is also a nation state, what is sovereignty, and what is the liberal, Marxist and feminist conception of state and sovereignty. The next concept that we will discuss is the concept of democracy, where we will discuss the procedural and substantive conception of democracy, and what are the various models of democracy and the challenges that democracy is facing in contemporary times and also historically, and how free press is inevitable for the success of democracy. Similarly, with the concept of citizenship, we will discuss the classical liberal approach of citizenship, including the T.H. Marshall, and also multiculturalism and cosmopolitan approach to citizenship. Finally, the last concept in this course is politics and environmental ethics, where we will discuss some of the contemporary challenges which humanity as a whole is facing, and how political theory respond to such challenges. So we will discuss politics and environmental ethics, the idea of doom and gloom, democracy and environmental crisis, climate change and environmental justice. So these are some of the concepts or ideas that we will engage with in this course, and I request you all to register for this course and engage with some of these concepts and the ideas that we are going to deal with. The text for this course would be Catriona MacKinnon, Issues in Political Theory, and also H. John and G. Paul, Introduction to Political Theory, and G. Gerald, Political Concepts and Political Theories, and also Rajiv Bhargav and Ashok Acharya edited Political Theory and Introduction. So these are some of the texts which you can look at, or you can refer to while trying to understand or engage with some of the concepts and ideas that is there in this course. The assessment will be divided into two parts. One is for weekly assignments, and the second is a written exam. And for weekly assignments, 30% marks will be reserved for these weekly assignments, and then 70% will be for the written exam. And throughout this course, you can ask your queries at any time on any issues that is related to this course, and you will get the response from me or from my TA within 24 hours. So I hope you will enjoy this course, and I once again invite you to register for this course. Thank you.